I hope you like my little cute microphone setup because I don't have a crazy huge boom mic situation, but I do have a small tiny microphone and it's really cute if I may say so myself. For today's video, we're gonna talk all about the truth of being a freelancer. If you're new here, let me just do a quick introduction. My name is Allyna Wong, turning 23 this year, and I graduated from college with a double degree in business and management, majoring in marketing last June. So it's been quite a while since I've graduated. I actually have been a freelance commercial talent. I am also a YouTuber and a content creator, influencer, whatever you call it. I am also a freelance host. I host for live streams. Right now, I am currently focusing on building my online business, helping people with their health concerns. It may actually sound like I'm doing a lot of different things, but they actually tie together, they come together rather well. It's not that I've always wanted to become a freelancer, but at the back of my mind, I do know that a 9-to-5 job is not for me, because I knew that I definitely want a more flexible work hour and a more flexible routine, I would say, because I do get bored pretty easily. I'm a Sagittarius and I need different routines every week. I guess I would rather work for myself, for my own success, even though I know it's a lot more harder because you're literally starting everything from scratch. But I've always had this thought that instead of grinding day and night for other people's success, why not I do that for myself? Who else is worth of my time and effort if it's not myself? I've always been very selective with how I spend my time and effort, and that kind of subconsciously led me to this route. And as for my online business, similarly, I'm working for my own success. It just ties in really well with everything that I'm doing. Even for YouTube and Instagram, at the end of the day, it is for my own portfolio in a way. Double parking at one of the busiest spots of eateries, and it's like lunch hour. I'm just gonna go into one of my favorite things about freelancing, which is I can work from anywhere I want. The job that I do, I'm not restricted to a certain location. Editing, running my business, whatever can be done from literally anywhere. I love working from home. I honestly love it. I have Ola. If you don't know, I have a pet bird. But if you're like me, you would definitely somehow find yourself being at home a little bit too much, which is not good because you won't be socializing. What I'm trying to do is to head out more, to work with friends at cafes, because I do feel like I'm more productive when I work around people.
Think I might be over my troubles since you came around.
I feel like as a freelancer, you really need to know your worth. The market in Malaysia can be very bad. I've definitely learned this the hard way. I used to say yes to almost everything because as a freelancer, it's kind of like if you don't say yes now, what if you won't have any income for that month? Even though that project may not be what you really want, especially if you're being underpaid, doing it for the sake of getting some sort of revenue in that month. So yeah, I've definitely learned to really choose the things that I really care about and that I'm really passionate about. Learning to say no is definitely something that every freelancer should learn and should be doing. And it is very easy to be underpaid as a content creator, as an influencer. Brands don't really realize that as a content creator, we are the talent. We are the one filming it, editing it. I've definitely learned to be smart in negotiating because I don't have a manager to do so. Yeah, you really have to wear so many hats. These ultimately also lead to things like late payments. We don't actually get paid right after the campaign or the project is over. Sometimes if we're lucky, we will get the payment within a few weeks. This is more for like smaller brands, you get payments faster. But in terms of bigger brands, they have to go through a lot of finance team, departments, so it will take longer. If you're lucky, 1 month is still okay, but some will take like 2 months, some will take 90 days. I've even come across projects where it will take up to 6 months. So what I'm trying to say is you definitely need to have backup, especially if you have commitments, you have bills to be paying, you need to plan ahead lah. Since I mentioned mentioned a little bit about having like a backup plan, because it is definitely so important to have a backup plan. You never know what is gonna happen. Many people have been telling me recession is coming. Just gotta be prepared for all these things, especially for a freelancer. You really never know how is your career gonna look like 10 years down the road. This was definitely something that I was really concerned about, because I will think about the future, like what is gonna happen 10 years from now. Will I still be doing this? So I would definitely suggest you to find something that you know you'll be getting an income from, like a cash flow monthly. My current online business that I was talking about earlier is definitely my backup plan. I can also run the business part-time because it's in line in all my other jobs that I do, flexible work hours, and it's online, so I can work from anywhere like I've said. So even finding a backup plan, I really wanted it to align with one another lah. Another tough thing that I would say of being a freelancer is on some days you really are super free, and sometimes I do fall into this guilt trap. I feel so guilty for not doing anything. I feel like, oh my god, I'm failing. I always feel so guilty, especially when I first started fully going into this freelancer route. I feel so guilty, but then I realized that it's okay to take rest days. It's okay to not do anything. I think it's definitely learning to be okay with chill days. I feel like I am better at it now. I feel like I'm some sort of fortune teller or something with this whole setup. I actually asked you on Instagram to ask me some questions related to being a freelancer and an influencer here in Malaysia. First question is, what do you have to sacrifice versus what do you gain? Is it worth it? I think this is a really good question. We technically do not have a set date or time in terms of when we work. It's almost as though we work literally every day, and I'm the type of person that used to want my weekends as a time to reset, recharge, but I soon realized that it's almost impossible because there are certain times where I need to work on the weekends, and there are definitely instances where there are last minute projects, super duper last minute, so I will need to edit, film everything within a week, which also means that I will be spending 3 days straight editing. I will be editing non-stop, and it's quite tiring because you're just sitting up there and stuff, but I also don't feel like it's work in a way. I don't know, when it comes to making videos or filming, I've never seen it as work. It's almost as though I feel like I'm not working. Just feels like I'm doing the things I love, which is also why the imposter syndrome side in me will be like, I'm not working, so I shouldn't be resting so much. I don't deserve to treat myself. And it actually takes a third person to actually tell me that you are actually working a lot. Like, I see you editing non-stop. I'll be like, oh yeah, I'm actually working. But in terms of what you gain, you are gaining time as well in a way, a better portfolio for yourself, a better branding, you know, more clientele. Is there anything that you invested in? Yes, I feel like as a freelancer, you definitely need to invest in many things because you are your own company. If you're a filmmaker, you need to invest in equipments, and they are not cheap at all. The money that you've earned is put into getting better equipment so that you can create better content, getting bigger brand deals. I definitely invest in equipments as well, like my camera, my lighting, microphone. Are the numbers of followers gonna influence the payment that you get? They do have like a set rate for maybe micro influencers, but if you feel like you deserve more, you know your content definitely stand out more, and you have better engagement, you can definitely charge more than what they are paying to similar follower count. And it definitely shows in terms of your profile. They can see what your contents are worth, how much effort you put into your contents compared to others with similar followers count. The one with 5,000 followers might actually get paid more as compared to the one with 10,000 followers, because content that they produce is actually of better quality, you know, and has higher engagement. So these are definitely some of the things that will be taken into account as well, not only the followers count. How to get approached by brands? Do you have to sign up with an agency? I don't have an agency. I've never had an agency. I don't know, they just come when you are posting a lot, you're featuring other brands will want you to feature them as well. Expose yourself by doing your own reviews or purchasing them on your own. When you genuinely like the product, other brands will see as well. Do you think it's compulsory to post daily when you're trying to grow on Instagram? I used to think that I need to post every day in order to grow, but that is not the case. The key to growing is definitely to use the tools that Instagram is pushing, quantity that you're posting. It's about strategy, about the quality and the value that you're given to people who are watching. What are the best ways to get involved and get get your name out there. Networking is also really important. You won't be able to know everyone and not everyone will know you, so it's through networking where people will somehow introduce you to the right person. But I personally don't do networking, and I mostly focus on content, because if your content is good and it's reaching out to people, you are already putting yourself out there. I feel like these days it's definitely content. Digital marketing is a free tool to use. All these apps are free. How do you get started? I think it's just to start. You can't just wait till you're perfect, then only you're gonna start. You can't wait till you know everything, then only you start. It's actually by doing. You're actually learning as you go. Even until now, I still learn new ways to edit. My tip is to not strive for perfection. It's okay if it's not perfect. If you want to see more contents like this, definitely give this video a thumbs up, and do follow me on my Instagram for more live chats. I sometimes talk about this kind of topic as well on my Insta stories, and you can also take part in the next Q&A if I am gonna make one anytime soon. Do subscribe to my channel for more videos. Sometimes I bring you along a week in my life as a freelancer, doing all sorts of stuff. So if you're interested in that, definitely hit the subscribe button. I would love to have you back. And yeah, that is all for today's video. I will see you in the next one. Bye.